Good morning, students. I am Tarkeshwar Pandey and I hope you all will be fine. Today we will know about the relationship between egret and buffalo. But before starting this, I want to know something from you. Number 1. Have you seen egrets sitting on buffaloes? Number 2. What do you think about egrets and buffaloes? Number 3. Have you ever made fly egrets from the back of buffaloes? I think you will have seen egrets sitting on buffaloes, doing something with their beaks. You will have thought that egrets harm buffaloes. Am I right? But your this thinking is not right. So let's know about this relationship in detail. First of all, what do you call this relationship? Dear students, remember always, this relationship is called commensalism. So, what is commensalism? A relationship between two organisms of different species in which one organism benefits while the other is generally unaffected is called commensalism. Once again, I want to repeat, a relationship between two organisms of different species in which one organism benefits while the other is generally unaffected is called commensalism. In other words, you can also say that a relationship between two organisms in which one benefits and the other derives neither benefit nor harm is called commensalism. Some people say about this relationship mutualism. So we will also know about mutualism and other words related to this word. Okay. Now know about mutualism. A type of interaction between two living organisms in which both are equally benefited and no one is harmed is called mutualism. Once again, I want to repeat mutualism. A type of interaction between two living organisms in which both are equally benefited and no one is harmed is called mutualism. Now know the difference among commensalism, mutualism and other words. Okay. In commensalism, one organism benefits without any harm to other. In mutualism, both organisms benefit. Now know some other new words. In parasitism, one organism benefits while the other is harmed. Once again, in parasitism, one organism benefits while the other is harmed. And in amensalism, one organism is unaffected and the other is harmed. Once again, in amensalism, one organism is unaffected and the other is harmed. I think you have known these minor differences. Now know about egret and buffalo's relationship. The egret is sitting on the buffalo to eat insects that are sticking to the buffalo's skin. They both benefit each other as the egret gets its food and the buffalo gets rid of germs and insects. What will you say about this relationship? Absolutely correct. This relationship is called mutualism because both are benefited. If only egret benefits without harming the buffalo, then it will be said commensalism. Egrets follow grazing cattle and they eat the flies and bugs that tend to bother the cattle. The movement of foraging cattle also dislodges various insects from the field. which egrets feed on. Now know one other example. The relationship between a zebra and an oxpecker is mutualistic relationship, which is when both species benefit through their interactions. The oxpeckers land on the zebra and eat ticks and other parasites that live on their skin. The oxpeckers get food and the zebra gets pest control. I think you have known about this topic very well. We will meet shortly with this type of knowledgeable video. So for the time, I want to wish you all have a great day. Goodbye. If you are first time viewer of this channel, then subscribe this channel and also press the bell icon for more updates about this channel.